We'll call the meeting to order at 7:11. Everybody gets a
11.
Slurpee.
Woo!
I wish.
Cherry, please.
Cherry, please. Welcome back. So this is a hybrid meeting. We're both meeting in person and Zoom because of all the chaos the state caused with respect to the open meeting law within the last 36 hours. We will talk in a minute about what we're going to do moving forward with respect to meetings, because now we have options. All right. So we'll first go over the minutes from last meeting. Would you like me to read them? Or do you want me to read them?
I'll read them. Okay. All
Fire
right.
away.
Meeting opened at 7:05 p.m. John opened the meeting by stating that it was being recorded and explained the reasons for the meeting being held remotely on Zoom. By executive order of Governor Baker, due to COVID-19, the town offices are closed to the public. John reviewed the rules for holding the remote meeting. A roll call attendance was taken with the following results. Attendees: John Aney, chair, here. Carolyn McDonald, co-host, here. Louise Janda, here. Robin Berry, co-host, here. Walter Bickford, here. Holly Kennedy DuVitola announced she had been sworn in and joined the meeting as a new member of the commission. Town officials and other attendees. Liz Vikiera attended the meeting briefly to announce she was not signed up for another term. Sarah Murphy of Wabi Sabi Family Photo. John announced that the town offices are now open to the public, but board meetings will still be held on Zoom. 1. Review and approve minutes of previous meeting. 1. Minutes for May 17, 2021 were reviewed. Carolyn moved to approve the minutes as read. Walter seconded the motion, which passed by a roll call vote with the following results. John, I. Liz, I. Carolyn, I. Holly, I. Walter, I. Louise, I. Robin, I. Actually, Liz should not have been included there, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right, actually. Well, I'll strike that.
Okay.
Now I
2.
can just do it
Treasurer's
as we
report as of
There you go.
April 30th, 2021. 1. Annual budget, $823.00. 2. Wetlands fund, $11,432.97. Open space fund, $236,817.15. Bills and forms. 1. Bill from Clinton Offset Printers, Wetlands Bylaw Summary Inserts. A bill in the amount of $112.10 from Clinton Offset Printers for printing Wetlands Bylaw Summary was submitted for payment. B. The Concom was notified by the town administrator that the inserts for the annual town meeting were considered informational and the bill could be paid from annual budget funds. C. John entertained a motion to pay Clinton Offset Printers the amount of $112.10 for printing the Wetlands Bylaw Summary inserts for the annual town meeting. Louise so moved. Robin seconded the motion, which passed with a unanimous roll call vote. 2. Bill for MHCC membership and handbook for Associate Lexi Rogolinski. A. John submitted a request for reimbursement in the amount of $15 he paid for an MHCC handbook for Lexi Rogolinski. Carolyn moved to reimburse John the amount of $15. Robin seconded the motion, which passed with a unanimous roll call vote, with John abstaining. John also informed the Concom members on the procedures for obtaining an electronic copy of the handbook. 5. Mails and notices. 1. CSX herbicide spraying. A. John reported that CSX will be doing their herbicide spraying in July. 2. Open space and recreation plan. A. The completed open space and recreation plan is now posted on the town website. Okay, that should have been 4. Okay. 5. Wetlands. 1. Highland Ridge DEP 1070241. A. John screen shared Pat Garner's latest report on Highland Ridge from May 27, 2021, which stated the erosion controls are intact and functional construction work continues. Pat made recommendations on cleaning up silt in Lower Basin and Forebay. 2. 100 River Road West. A. Walter reported that no work has been done with respect to issues under the Concom jurisdiction. 3, 32 Allen Road. Walter reported that the wetland violation issue has been resolved. John asked for a motion to lift the enforcement order. Walter so moved. Carolyn seconded the motion, which passed with a unanimous roll call vote. 4, 64 Banner Road, May 26, 2021 site visit. John reported on the site visit with Associate Lexi Rogolinski. The owner has completed the work to correct the violation. The enforcement order will be lifted when vegetation takes hold. 5, 36 Dudley Road, wetlands violation. Carolyn and Walter reported that no action has been taken to remove debris from the wetlands. Walter will follow up with the owner and check with the other boards involved with the site. 6, appointments. 1, 7:30 p.m. Sarah Murphy requests to use conservation property. Sarah Murphy of Wabi Sabi Family Photo was recognized. She requested the use of property on Jones Road to do a photo shoot using a small truck as a prop. She stated she would notify the Concom of the date of the shoot. She also stated she would not use the site if the ground was wet. B, John asked for a motion to allow Sarah Murphy to use the Jones Road property on dry days to take pictures. Walter so moved. Robin seconded the motion, which passed with a unanimous roll call vote. 7, new business. 1, Oldberg CR report dash violation from 157 Lyman Road. Kristen O'Brien, SVT land steward, notified the Concom of an encroachment onto the Oldberg CR by neighbor due to an error with identifying the boundary between the two properties. Kristen volunteered to speak to the owner of 157 Lyman Road. Carolyn will coordinate with Kristen in resolving the issue. B, Kristen also reported the boardwalk from the parking area is in need of repair and suggested that some knotweed plants in the parking lot area be removed. 2, Great Oak Farm CR report. John reported things were fine, but the trail needed mowing. The mowing will be done by property manager Warren Hills. 3, membership. Liz announced her resignation from the Concom, but stated she would consider being a non-voting associate. The members thanked her for her contribution to the commission and stated she will be missed. B, Carolyn reported she had posted the previous opening on the Berlin Concom Facebook page, asking interested people to inform the select board. C, a request for volunteers to fill the new position will be posted on the Berlin Conservation Commission Facebook page and Berlin Neighbors Connect Facebook page. 4, hands-on nature, yearly request for porta potty. Heather Simpson requested permission to place a porta potty at Berlin Meadow to be used for her nature class. Carolyn moved to allow Heather to put a potty on the Berlin Meadow site to be used for nature class. Walter seconded the motion, which passed by unanimous roll call vote. 5, update on Community Preservation Committee. Carolyn reported on the meeting of the CPA committee. They are working on a plan on which projects could be brought up at a possible fall town meeting. 8, old business, conservation agent. John reported on his meeting with the select board to discuss the possibility of hiring a conservation agent. John stated there is growing support for having a conservation agent. The select board recommended he speak to the personnel committee. B, the Concom discussed the pros and cons of having a conservation agent. 2, parking lot on Linden Street, tax map 9, parcel 50-1. John reported on the discussion with the select board on resolving the issue with the fence location at the parking lot. B, Police Chief Galvin reported on his recommendations for fixing the issue, which included installing a separate exit. This would require getting permission to remove a portion of the stone wall from the planning board. John will meet with the planning board. 3, Highland Ridge CR. Since the Concom had not heard from the attorney for Highland Ridge concerning the conservation restriction, John contacted and received a reply that we would get a response by our next meeting. The building inspector has agreed that no occupancy permit will be granted until the CR is in place. The access from the site to other trails was just also discussed. Holly gave a description of how trails connect to other conservation property trails. Land acquisition, no action. Land management, 1, repair of washout on 40 Caves Trail. SVT has suggested doing a reroute of an existing trail at 40 Ks because of a washout of 2 trail sections. John used a screen shared map to discuss the proposed plan. The plan also calls for closing the washout trail section. The work is scheduled for Wednesday, June 6th. 2 bridges to connect trails. Dan Stimson and James McCullough also proposed the construction of 2 bridges to connect some trails. SVT is asking the Concom to cover the costs. Walter will look for donations for the materials. 11, community outreach, no action. Carolyn moved to adjourn the meeting. Robin seconded the motion, which passed with a unanimous roll call vote. Meeting ended at 8:39 p.m. Minutes recorded by Louise Janda and John Ady.
Thank you, please. Any thoughts or comments? Entertain a motion to accept the minutes with minor corrections.
Make a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
That was fun. No roll call vote.
Woohoo.
Yeah. All right. So I'll just talk about those when I get around. Just a word on the chaos. So, because of the expiration of the emergency orders concerning the holding open meetings remotely, which have now been reinstituted this morning.
Yeah.
It threw a major monkey wrench into meetings for this week. Multiple meetings were canceled. Legal got involved because we had a hearing scheduled. So what was recommended, and this is actually not a big deal because the ODEP has not released the file number yet. This is for an end. So we have a hearing that we have to open and then close in 7 minutes for that new area on Pollard Road. We'd already done, Lexi and I did the site walk the other day, Monday. So that's been rolled over. Alex Parra was supposed to be with us. That's been rolled over till next meeting. And then our exec session got postponed till next meeting too. So
Because the Community Preservation Act meeting was supposed to be last night.
right. Well, that was the other reason
Yeah.
was, Alex said, and he said, can we just postpone it?
Right.
So he said to everybody it's been open chaos. So I said,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we've curtailed the agenda quite a bit. My question to everybody is moving forward. So now, after all, we got the rug pulled out from underneath us, then now there's a new order that we can do Zoom until like December. But now that we're allowed to be in the town hall, what do people think?
I prefer to be here. I am really happy to be in the same room with all of you guys and
Yeah.
not be in my house and
I know, that's the thing. Working from home, it's like I'm kind of tired of going to my office.
sure. Yeah, you must
Man.
be
Yeah,
really.
yeah, it does get old after a
All right,
while.
let's do it. That's great. So we're all in favor of that. Great.
Yeah.
So I believe we will not have to Zoom the next one
Okay.
because we'll have Roger here. So that's good.
Maybe. I can't get the camera to work.
That's even better, Roger. We like your company, not your camera.
Are you interested in becoming a member?
Nice try, Carolyn.
You could do 2 jobs, run the camera and,
All right, well, that's good news.
okay.
So bills and forms and then mail. So I sent off some certified mail this morning. And also that signature from last meeting for Lexi's membership. So if you all could sign both these things.
See how easy this is
I
gonna
know,
be?
I can't even bring a pen. I'm like so out of it.
I got extras.
Yeah,
Oh, do you?
you can borrow mine. All right, so wait a minute. What mail for John? This we voted on. Did we vote on this other one yet?
Yeah, that's that RDA. I have to release it. He hasn't put the things up, but I checked the rules. We have to release
I'll have to share with Walter too.
funds.
DOA.
No, you can give that to Walter. I'll share with
Yeah, we
Holly.
can share.
Okay.
Walter's not prepared either.
Remember you did the
Again.
site visit on Carr Road? So certified mail for Carr Road.
Okay,
This is for Lexi's membership.
yes,
I paid for both of these.
Yeah.
So I can't sign off on them alone.
okay,
Okay, so that is for both.
right, so, so
There's one
who
of each.
hasn't released what?
I finally got around to sending out the certified mail for the DOA today.
Okay,
That's all.
got
I was dragging my feet a bit, but I can't wait any longer.
Okay,
Ah.
so we have two forms to sign?
Yes.
There's
Okay,
that
so
one.
okay,
One was, we already voted on last week.
Right,
Oh.
and so when did we vote on the other one? That was my
Yeah, well,
question.
Oh, the certified mail one we have to vote on now. Yeah.
Yeah. that's what-
oh, okay.
Stop signing.
Entertain a motion to reimburse me $9 and
So moved.
Yeah, I'll second.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Good.
okay.
All right,
Seeing as we've all signed already.
Well, that's
I'm all-
why I was like,
You were right. I was
"You're
wrong.
right."
That'll happen multiple times.
I know.
Yes. Oh, so you're.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
okay.
easier
I just saw
to,
you go like
for
all
it
the
to
way over.
happen
I was
this
like,
way, though.
Oh, yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
funny."
Walter, did you sign your code of conduct thing yet?
Thank you.
No.
There you go.
okay.
Yeah, so I had sent mine, I did mine online and sent it to Margaret. And I mentioned it to Eloise when she was swearing me in and she said, oh, you're supposed to send it to Mary. So I was just checking and Margaret got it and sent it to Mary, so.
So that now goes to Mary.
Okay.
I'll just put it in the administrator's office.
Yeah,
Right.
or select board or whatever. If we have 3 more minutes. I just an update on so Kristen O'Brien and I, and
And hey, I run the agenda.
I didn't realize you had it on the agenda.
You were already right once today.
It's my limit.
That's it.
All
That's all
right.
you get.
All right.
Otherwise, it'll go to your head.
Well, I don't want to forget to say anything. All right, so I'll just,
Can I have this?
Yes, you can.
See how much fun it is to have everybody here?
right? It is. Oh my
All back
gosh.
together
All this
again.
different- Yeah,
It's like family.
yeah, it is. just
Okay.
like family.
Road.
You
I
fought a
know.
lot.
There's
All right,
another.
so code of conduct forms, also on mail, there's a trapping permit on 300 West Street for a beaver. And then there's a plastic bag ban thing. So I wanted you to weigh in on this. Because there were actually multiple emails and I just did this one. So this is the owner of, or the director of the kitchen shop up at the mall, the kitchen place.
At the
And,
mall.
right,
Okay,
and she's saying that this all took her by surprise and she's got too many plastic bags and she wants it a further extension. Now, Margaret kind of said, well, we warned you 6 months ago.
right.
So, but I'm just.
Didn't we put that in place like
So-
a year ago?
Yeah, it was
Originally?
voted a long time
Right,
ago.
yeah.
and then
Really 2 years ago.
I was gonna say, I thought it
Yeah,
was a long.
And it, right,
time
it just,
ago.
right, so the first town meeting and then something happened state,
Yeah.
then we had to vote again at the next annual town meeting, which was a year ago, this past May.
Yeah,
And then we needed to wait to get certified and then we
Mhm.
had some time in there for people to prepare.
mhm,
And then in January, it got extended to July.
yeah.
So is this informational only?
Sure.
They're not looking for input from us?
If they do, they'll pester us. So
Okay.
people's feeling though, if in case they do pester us is that people got plenty of notice.
At the same time, they're gonna go in the trash one way or the other, so we could look at it that way too.
Right, well, that is true.
Yeah, okay, so.
So,
I don't know
Right,
what's
so
for-
we'll just let
Oh,
them
we
The
don't have-
kitchen place.
answer
Yeah.
it.
But don't worry about it. You don't have to
Exactly,
put that level of detail in.
Oh, okay.
We're just, all you can put in the minutes is, they have to put in the minutes is that we reaffirm that the effective date for the plastic bag ban is
Should be upheld.
July, it's July 1st and should be upheld. All right, 7:30, I open the hearing for a notice of intent for 18 Pollard Road. It's for lot 5. This is that new development close to Five Corners.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the one where they had the washout before, remember that?
Yeah,
So they do not have a file number assigned. And because of the chaos, we were gonna have the hearing, but because of the chaos, we decided it was recommended we just open the hearing and then continue until next meeting.
Okay,
Via email, the applicant, Bob Parenti, informed me that he was in agreeance that, is that a word?
Agreement.
Agreement that hearing could be
Continue.
continued until July 7th. I guess I'll need a motion to continue the hearing until July 7th.
I'll motion to continue the hearing to July 7th.
Is there a second?
second.
Any-
Okay.
I
any-
was just giving someone else a chance.
Any further?
I'm trying to step up.
I know.
Good job.
I know, right? I think I even said it right.
Yeah. Any further discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, we met our legal requirements.
Does that mean we can get the meeting?
Almost. This is gonna be a short one.
Yeah.
This is a short one. Okay, just wetlands issues, Island Ridge. Patrick Garner's last inspection date.
See,
April
you're
3rd.
used to screen sharing. Now you're gonna have to email stuff to us.
I know, I know. Today was a busy day too, so I'll have to send it as soon as I get it. Which means no one will look at it until like 5 minutes, anyway.
We're probably not gonna look at it till 5 minutes before anyway, so.
Yeah. The erosion controls are intact, construction work continues. Overall site remains stable. The 4 bays should be cleaned to fines, blah, blah, blah. Wait a minute. Something's not right.
Do you have the wrong date?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Was
You're
his
gonna s-
report after they stopped moving all the dirt in? Or before?
that's a separate issue,
I know, but I
Yeah.
just didn't,
So you're gonna
how
send us
relevant
the
it would be
email,
that.
right?
that
if you
was-
want it.
Yeah, which one? Just like,
Okay, this is the one. This is inspection report 51 from June 8th. Sorry about that. Erosion controls intact. But there was a concern, silt fence and wattles shown in figure 2 and 3 should be repaired. Bottom of the lower basin as well as 4 bays should be cleaned of fines and silt. You can see there's an abruption there and there, close up. I emailed Patrick and they'd fixed it within the same day that he saw it the report.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Wow.
same day. So he's like, great. All right, so I'll forward this to everybody. So what are people's preferences when I get these things? Forward them immediately, forward them on a Wednesday?
Do you get them all into like one folder where you can just easily do it all at the same time?
I have been, but I'm gonna have to do things differently now.
Yeah.
So
For me, getting them as you get them, because on Wednesday, if I'm busy at work,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have time to look at it, but if you send it as you get it,
Yeah.
that gives me more time
all right,
to
I'll
go
send it
back
as I
and,
get it.
yeah, that sounds good.
teeth look good.
Oh, good,
Looks good.
Walter.
You're a nuisance.
I'm sure.
All right. Next up, 100 River Road West. I don't think there's any progress there. Is that correct, Walter?
Correct.
64 Banner Road, that's just on the list. 36 Dudley, I do have some update with that one.
That's closed, right? No,
Beg your pardon?
Dana Road is still on the list.
Yes, the only one that was closed was Allen Road. All right, so this is a letter from the Neshoba Associated Boards of Health to Mr. David Wheeler, 36 Dudley Road. Describes the unregistered vehicles, tires, automobile parts, snowmobiles, etc. Says you are hereby ordered to correct these violations within 30 days of receipt of this order. You may request a hearing before the Board of Health, blah, blah, blah. Failure to comply with this order shall upon conviction result in fines of not less than $10, not more than $500. Each day's failure to comply constitutes a separate violation. So the Board of Health will,
Has the power
Has the ability to
to
find.
do something.
yes.
Well, it's
we
good
can all
to,
rub
what's the date
salt
on this?
May 11th. So
So,
I don't have an update.
right, so anytime now. So theoretically,
Yeah.
even if it took a couple days for it to get there, they're within the 30 days now.
And what's the date of the letter?
May 11th.
The 11th?
I do not have an electric copy of that. Also, everybody got a copy of that earthworks thing for Venacosa? I think it was sent to everybody.
Got a letter,
It
a
was like a
copy of the
bazillion.
letter that Margaret sent
Yeah, there's a
to them.
Yeah, this is a bazillion.
Oh, I guess right, because that also links the earthworks bylaw. Is that true? Is that what most of that is? I did not print it out.
I didn't print it out, that was handed to me.
Oh,
So there was concerns about earthwork importation. There is a meeting on the 19th at 9 a.m. We are supposed to have a
the
representative.
19th, Saturday, which is Saturday. Oh,
At 9 a.m. We're supposed to have a representative on the earthworks committee.
correct.
I'd asked for volunteers. Are there any volunteers?
I can't take it on right now.
On a Saturday.
Saturday morning.
I'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Good, 'cause I
Oh, on a
can't.
Saturday morning?
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday, no,
Yeah.
sorry.
I have to work.
Well, there's two issues. One is just finding somebody. I don't know when they meet. Maybe they meet. I don't know if they always meet on Saturdays. I haven't the slightest idea.
Don't
No,
they meet as needed?
I don't
Right,
know.
I think, yeah,
I can Google it.
That's the way they, as needed, I guess.
Right.
But they are scheduled for this Saturday.
9 a.m.
Mm.
to talk about Highland Ridge.
Stinks.
Yeah, they're hauling in like
I was
crazy.
afraid they're.
What's that?
But now it's gonna cost the town a lot of money. They have to inspect those trucks of the dirt and make sure that they are okay, right? So,
Well, they're supposed to,
And they have to get
the
from a cer-
destination or the origination point is supposed to be documented.
yeah, and didn't it have to come from Berlin or something like that?
It to not require a permit,
Okay.
right?
But they never pulled a permit, did they?
Slade did, and it expired,
Yeah,
right?
Oh, it was
Are they-
transferred
so-
from Chris Slade,
But it wasn't because it expired.
right?
Where are they
So-
moving the soil to?
Highland
That's-
Ridge.
Right, but where?
To
What are they-
Highland Ridge from somewhere else?
Yes.
Mhm.
Did
They've
they-
been moving truck after truck after truck.
So are they doing testing on what they're bringing in?
Well, that's what I thought part of it was they had to determine whether the dirt was legit and whatever, all the stuff
Yeah, they're
before they
supposed-
start dumping it, right? And
Yeah, like,
nobody
you're not
has
supposed-
been inspecting it since they've been doing it. It's been going on for a while.
They should, we should, I don't know, do we have the ability to ask for the paperwork? They're supposed to have paperwork
So the-
when they,
Right, so they were supposed to, Chris Slade, the original builder,
Mhm,
had an earthworks permit to import soil.
okay,
It expired and the current builder, Vinicasa, did not reapply.
Okay.
So he needs to reapply, and part of the issuing of the earthworks permit, I'm fairly certain, involves the inspection or
Mhm.
at least the knowledge of the origination of the soil.
Yeah, because and I don't know all the rules and regulations about it, but I think you're supposed to, when you're moving soil off site, you're supposed to test it. Then there's paperwork, and
Right.
usually it's
Right.
if you're bringing it to a receiving facility, they require the paperwork, but I don't know how it works when you're bringing it to the developer that's gonna do whatever.
Right,
But it was a
because of
special
lifetime.
bylaw that we put in for the town because of what happened at Maplewood.
Yeah,
They wanted all these checks and balances
Yeah.
that were above and beyond
yeah.
normal
Right,
things.
right.
So where are they filling in?
I haven't been,
There's a humongous pile.
Yeah.
It's like a pyramid
yeah, it's,
sitting there. I don't think they're spreading it out at all. It's just stockpiling it.
and that's why I wonder what the lay of the land, how that's gonna change and with the water, it's kind of.
Right.
But I think people were more upset about the trucks coming and coming. And
Right.
coming and coming.
Is there anything in the bylaw that requires them to show the paperwork for the?
Oh,
soil
sure.
testing?
Yeah, there
There you
is.
go.
Yeah,
bylaw.
it's all there. It's just a lot of stuff that they have, all these
Yeah.
hoops they have
It's
to go
public
through.
information.
Right,
Oh, yeah, I
but
wasn't
they
sure what
have
was in
to
there, though.
do
Yeah.
it and.
Um, Yeah, they're certainly not making any friends. Isn't the way they're going about things.
No, well, now they have this whole speed limit thing, like on the road because the trucks, they were like fast and furious and big ones coming up and down. It's kind of scary. I was afraid to ride my bike there because it was bad.
Right.
And so now they have the speed limit thing up there. I've seen the police out there monitoring it. So I think it's gotten a little better, but now they're not bringing the big trucks anymore.
Sure.
So.
Currently.
Currently.
Yeah. Um,
So no one volunteered for the meeting, right? June 19.
yeah, I mean, I have to work,
Yeah,
otherwise I would go.
Yeah, I have some meetings for school.
I'm out of town.
Everything up there is okay as far as wetlands goes and everything. So.
Yeah, Pat's keeping a good eye on it,
Yeah.
so, and good reports. Yeah, I'm just curious what they're actually filling in. I don't think they're filling in wetlands. I'm just,
No, there must be filling in around cellar holes and stuff like that.
right, probably.
do you want to go together?
I can't go Saturday morning. I have plans.
I know, I would go with you, but,
Yeah,
or I would go at all.
is it just a matter of going to the meeting and taking notes? And reporting back?
Sure. I mean, because you can go and not be the representative,
Right,
so we still need somebody to be the representative.
okay, yeah.
But so you don't have to be the representative. You could just go and say, I'm the temporary representative.
All right, I'll try to do it.
Okay,
What
Is
time
it,
is it?
9.
is
9
it
o'clock?
here?
Geez, all these questions.
I know. Not on Zoom, huh?
I know, that would have been really more convenient.
You have to provide the coffee when you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know it.
Okay.
It's here. I'll forward everybody, including you, the notice I got today.
Okay, I think Margaret sent out an email, I believe.
I just sent those as well.
Yeah, okay, I'll try to go.
But the announcement of the meeting I just got 3 hours ago. Oh, Berlin Town Offices, second floor meeting room. So probably right here.
Okay, 9 o'clock, okay.
Yep.
So Peg is attending and she had her hand up, but then she put it down, so
Probably to tell me what I just said.
probably.
Hi Peg, how's your knee?
Hello, Peg.
Peg's
Hi,
attending.
Cynthia.
Good, how are you?
I'm upright.
Well, hey. Upright, or how's your knee?
I've named it Lindsay Wagner in honor of the bionic woman. But home PT is done. We start outpatient and I'm walking.
That's
So,
awesome.
Oh, that's great.
and yes, John, I was just piping in to tell you that it was second floor on Saturday.
Thank you.
And they needed to get the meeting in before we met with them on Monday, so I think that's why it was like a hurry up and get a meeting in on Saturday.
Do you know when they usually meet?
You know what, as Louise said, it really was as needed. The last time they met was a couple months ago, talking with the guy about Old Central Street, and they haven't met since.
Okay.
How terrible would it be if we had a floating representative?
You know what, probably as long as information was brought back as needed and, you know, there was someone to participate. You know, I wouldn't see an issue with it. I mean, probably something you have to toss by Mike and Lynn and Bob Wheeler.
Good ask.
Right,
Okay.
right. Only because it doesn't seem like any one person's willing to commit, but if we can kind of do it on a as available basis, it might be easier.
Yeah, and as I said, they don't meet frequently. You know, they're not every other Monday, every other Tuesday. It's as something comes up, they pop up with a meeting.
Cool.
Okay,
Awesome.
thanks, Peg.
Thanks.
Gotcha.
All right.
So it does sound like from this that there's, it says, I would think that we could request that they send us the documentation for any delivery, which we may or may not want them to do just because it's a ton of paperwork, but
Well, they send it electronically. They still send Maplewood stuff every time
Okay.
that
Yeah.
happens.
so you,
But somebody else monitors that. So I get all these
so
emails.
somebody is monitoring that?
Yeah, the
okay.
Maplewood stuff. I don't even know the background of Maplewood stuff,
Okay,
but they, they send the requests, they're evaluated, approved,
oh,
boom.
okay,
And I have this big file where I just chuck them all. I'll
okay.
see something's coming in, I'll see it's been evaluated, I just put it
Oh,
in the
okay,
file.
all right,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like fix that one,
gotcha,
get in the middle of that
okay. As long as somebody's looking,
Yeah,
one.
I imagine the same will happen with this one.
yeah.
All right, I have no new business, old business conservation agent. I'll be meeting with a personnel committee on the 30th of this month. I have not yet done that. It was on my to-do list today. It was a busy day,
Well, you've had 4 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, only 2.
It's only 2 weeks. It's been a rough couple of weeks, Walter. That's what I'm gonna tell you. It's been a
Really?
rough
Oh,
couple-
yeah, you had a wipeout.
A bad one, yeah.
On your bike?
Yeah.
Oh,
At a what?
I went over the handlebars of my mountain bike.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so the meeting's on the 30th.
Yeah. So yeah, I will get that to you. I'll get it to everybody. But the other thing is that when I realized that I wasn't doing meeting till the 30th anyway, I sort of got off the front burner. Because I have plenty. Anyway, next up, parking lot on Linden Street. So Margaret just arranged for that she and I and probably Sue, Darian, but at least Margaret and I will meet next Wednesday at noon. And we'll just kind of use a measuring tape and kind of rough out rather than hire, she didn't want to hire a surveyor.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of rough it out and put in some posts and some tape, and then they'll move the barriers. Now, also, I met, and as a Carolyn, because she's a two-timer, with the planning board, she's on the planning board.
Yeah.
So, and it was kind of funny because they were like, well, if you guys don't mind the stone wall being rearranged, we don't care.
Yeah, I know, it is a formality.
So, but Tim Wheeler was the one that said, well, actually, you need to do a public hearing. So we're first going to agree on the area. Then I'll go down there with the chief and he'll do the traffic thingy. And then we'll figure out what to do with the
Right.
stone wall.
Well, if this parking lot is expanded, will we still need to have a second entrance?
Well, the
Or-
thing, yeah, the trouble is,
Good point.
well, yes, it is and it isn't, because
Well, it's
We're-
good
we're-
anyway.
it's always good. Everything you do is good, yes. Because when you're riding down Linden, driving down Linden,
Yes.
that thing comes right up on
Yeah,
you, it's boom. So
Oh, yeah.
it would be better to have, maybe we could just move the whole entrance exit to the far corner.
The easy way to do it is in steps. Just go out and measure it out first of all. It's quite big. I measured it out the last time when we had stakes in there. I don't know where they went, but it was been measured out. And then cut the brush along the road, number one. And then look into a mirror, the mirrors they put up on blind corners. See if that might work and leave it just the way it is. And don't put up that horrible.
Yes, we're gonna do, we're absolutely, see, you're the only one that thinks that thing is horrible.
Well, it's
I gotta drive
ridiculous.
by, I haven't
It's
seen it.
ridiculous. for
Yeah, but you're
heaven's
the only
sakes.
one that feels that way. So, I think that the police chief is gonna want, if there's gonna be one entrance egress, he's gonna want it down a bit, which
Oh, I
seems
wish I
reasonable.
hadn't helped. I wish I hadn't approached those people to save that land. I wouldn't have done it if I known that damn fence was gonna be there.
Really?
What on earth
Just
you
for the
doing that
fence.
for?
Well,
Put up
just
an agricultural fence, woven wire
You
fence.
talking
Have to
about-
Looks
drive by
like
this.
farming.
So ugly.
Good grief.
All right, Walter, we're moving on.
Yeah.
All right, we've dealt with the Earthworks Board membership. Oh, okay, so now the Oberg CR violation.
My
It's
turn?
Your turn.
you sure?
Yeah,
Finally. So I have this Friday off. Kristen and Benedict and I are gonna meet at the property at 9 AM and talk about it and introduce them, as I told Benedict. They're gonna be neighbors for a long time. They should know each other. They should understand what the expectations are of each other, and so I think it'll be fine. It'll end up being fine.
good.
Yep.
And they'll figure out what to do about,
Yep. Come to an agreement about what's gonna happen with what's going on now. And
thanks very much.
you're welcome.
Good work.
Thank you.
All right. Land acquisition, we have no action, land management. The trail reroute was done last Wednesday. There was a couple of SVT people, Jim McCook, Lexi was out there, and one of the selectmen.
And Holly and Marcus were there.
Oh, your picture wasn't there though.
Yeah, they took, because after he shows up, of course, he takes a picture. We see him as we're leaving, but Marcus was the one who cleared that whole thing.
Oh,
He did it super fast. He was like, okay, now what? So we just polished and break the rest of it up. And they had stuff to do after we left, but
great.
Marcus was like, whoa.
Man
you're
on
gonna
fire.
see it." Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we did a lot.
So there was a good crowd. That's excellent.
Yeah.
So good work.
I didn't, but it was Marcus, right?
Yeah, but you brought
And then
him.
Well, then,
So-
and then they worked on blocking the other trails so that they couldn't be used.
Yeah.
Right.
Marcus was like, "Got it."
Yeah, that's for
So there's
for
erosion control, right?
All right. Well, good. So that was good. Now, where's my mail? This is the thing.
You had paying for bridges on the.
Yeah,
agenda.
I printed one out for Walter. Walter, did you, I sent everybody Jim McCook's price list. Did you get that?
Price list of what?
Remember last meeting, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I said that they want to put a couple of bridges in,
Yeah.
and you
Right. Well, I want to talk about that.
and you said you wanted to go down, you were gonna go down to Lowe's.
I didn't go to Lowe's, but I had someone say to me if I couldn't get it at Lowe's, they would pay for it. But, I want to talk about that bridge at 40 Caves. It doesn't make, it's not a good place to put it, and it doesn't make sense. First of all, here's where I'm coming from. Mickey Linkowitz was a long time good friend of mine, and he was bedridden after a while, and I was visiting him one day, and I said, Mickey, how about donating that 40 Caves to the town and protect it? He says, absolutely. So I got that donated, and his idea was to keep it wild and untrammeled. And to put that bridge where it is, you go upstream 100 feet and you can walk across it where a stone wall went across it anyway. Plus, the logical way is up where the road is, it goes in up above. And I would say wait until winter comes. And it's so brushy, I couldn't get in there, but I think it just went upstream of the road 50 feet. There's a definite channel, and probably a 12-foot bridge across there would connect that area. So when you come in from Lancaster Road, you come up over there, and then if you want to go over and go around the other loop, it's a good logical connection.
I don't know if we're talking about the same areas.
We talked about the area we talked about the last time we were here. It's the existing road that goes into the field. If you came out of the field on the road,
Don't think we're talking about the same area.
we're talking about a bridge. If you went in from Allen Road, you go in, you come to where you can look down on the brook, and there's a trail. People go down and use it, and it ends there. Looks like they look across and walk back up again. You want to put a bridge there. That's what Dan came up with. I don't particularly, I wish we wouldn't. I don't think Mickey would like it there. I don't think it's necessary,
Well,
particularly when they can go upstream and walk across the existing stones anyway.
well, the two trails are actually quite close there,
Right.
and people already go across there.
Well,
And
then they don't need a bridge.
it would be safer if there was a bridge. You know, the whole, one of the, you know, these aren't, you know, these are also meant for people, these conservation areas, not just for animals.
No, but they're meant for animals, not just people, John. Let's not get it twisted around, and that's what's happening, and I'm getting a little, it bothers me. I've gone and protected this land over the past 4 decades, and it was, now, I don't want to turn it into a regional recreation area if everybody wants to take a walk in the woods. That's the 40 caves. Mickey would like to have seen, I know he wouldn't want that bridge there. Of course, he's long gone. And that isn't true. They can go down and walk back up, but they can walk up and use the other area. Wherever you put the bridge, that's where they will go. There's no need to cross it there. The logical road, the logical way is to go up a little bit further, where the road comes out of the field and crosses the brook and goes up into the woods there. That's the place to have a regular trail, not building another one there.
I disagree.
Well, I disagree with that. You know, I mean, let's think about keeping it natural, and I think that's what Mickey wanted. I got that land, and I disagree. I don't want to see it used that way.
You don't want to see people in the land.
That's not true, John.
I mean,
People
there are
using the
already
land.
trails there. People already crossing.
Just
the
leave
stream
it
there.
then. You don't have
But
to
it's-
improve it and put bridges every place. We don't have to go in and manipulate the land just to accommodate people. People can get across there now, so they don't need it. That's a rough trail. So that's only certain people can go there. The others can walk on the existing road. There's plenty of, you know, I went over there, by the way, to meet with you guys. You told me it was gonna be at a certain time. I put it in my calendar. And I went over there and there was nobody there. So I don't know when they met, but I don't want to see a bridge across that. And I know Mickey Linkowitz wouldn't want to see a bridge across that either, where that is. People can use that. People use it now. So I'm not going to get any money for that.
Okay. The other bridge dealt with the issue of, you know, connecting the trail from up here down here. There is a trail, it's been a rogue trail, and this is where that rifle shooting campsite was.
Yeah.
And, you know, one suggestion, you know, first of all, this makes them for a good loop. Secondly, having an official trail that would discourage people from setting up a campsite and shooting off weapons. There is a little stream there where they've thrown down some plastic um, in the river, in the stream as a crossing thing, so that, the bridge would allow that plastic to be taken up so people could cross that river.
Who put the plastic there?
Whoever did the
The
illegal
campsite,
camping. Yeah.
and that hasn't been removed.
No, not yet, no.
I want to settle the bridge. How many want that bridge to go
Or there's two.
where
bridges.
Dan wanted it to go? They know which one I'm talking about. I'm talking
actually
about the
don't.
one that's down at the bottom of the steep slope where it crosses the Rockies, where it crosses the brook. That's the one I'm talking about. The first one you come to, if you're going from Allen Road, the first trail going down, I don't want a bridge there. I don't think there should be one.
I would want to go out to the site
I was gonna say,
Because I'm not familiar enough with it. to,
Yeah, I'm not sure where you're talking about.
I'm not
Right,
sure where
so-
either one of you are
So
talking
let's
about, to
not
be
count on it
honest.
for now until we all look at it, but,
If it was, if most people, because I don't exactly know where that would be going either, but I would assume that if we direct people in just one trail as opposed to like going over one place and crossing and then other people going over here and there, it kind of opens up, it makes it worse as opposed to directing them.
take a
one
look at it,
place.
take a look at it.
Okay, but that's all I'm saying.
I'll tell you
is
one
that-
thing, you can't ride a horse over it no matter what,
Oh.
anyway.
Well, no, we kind of figured out a way to get over that. Last time we were working on that trail, I was like, I think I can get our horses over. But
Right,
Anyway.
so,
All right, so
it-
let's-
like, we should plan a Sunday outing.
Mhm.
Whoops,
Forgot about those.
I know,
ones.
right?
Mm,
At least it's not dark out.
Yeah,
Now you hold it. Oh, dude. No,
I know, I forgot how those work
let me
too.
see.
is it not from the movement? And it's just
No,
the
it's like,
timer?
there's like a timer on
Oh,
it, and you have to like
that's right.
set it for how long you think
Oh.
you're gonna be here and cross your
right.
fingers.
Oh,
That's funny.
It's really funny when it's dark out.
Yeah.
So won't be this Sunday.
We can go out there this Sunday.
No, he said he's away out of town this week. And then the next weekend I could do, oh, I can't do the next
But
Sunday.
you've seen
I have
it
a family
anyway, and you know
thing.
what you're talking about. The rest of us can go out and take a look at it.
You're highly opinionated. And I
So
think,
aren't you.
right, so they should get both people's opinions.
So I probably won't be able to do a Sunday till like September.
Do it in the evening. We have long evenings.
That's true.
I could probably do an evening. Like a-
Early evening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
early evening, like a Monday or Thursday would probably work.
What
for
about
me.
next Wednesday?
That is my anniversary, so we're actually going out to dinner.
Happy
My 20th.
anniversary. I could probably do next Thursday also. I can't do Mondays.
Oh, I was gonna say, do Monday.
So the 25th.
Or I could do
24th.
Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. look at
Tuesdays I
that.
can't do.
So.
Oh,
the
is it
twen-
coming from Allen Road? You're saying it's coming from Allen Road going into 40K?
Go into, yeah,
Yes,
into Allen Road on the right. There's a parking
Oh,
area
That's
there.
one.
Yeah, I know, okay, then I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I've only ever been in from Lancaster.
Yeah, I came out that way once.
so next Thursday
The 24th?
at what time?
I could do as early as like 4:15, 4:30.
Right, I work, oh, on Thursdays I don't work. Thursdays I work till 3. So yeah, I could do, what time?
6:30.
6:30?
Mm,
6:30 it is?
6:30.
I probably can do that. Ethan's got a haircut that night at 7, but I think Joe or Avery could probably take him, so. The 24th at 6:30.
40 Caves, and we're meeting on Allen Road.
Mhm.
Whoops, why is that?
You said 6:30.
Okay, so parking is kind of tight there, isn't it?
Yeah, but if we could park each other in if we know we're all gonna,
Right,
so we'll check out both bridge areas.
sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't be there Thursday. I'll be away actually on vacation from pretty much from Thursday to the rest of July.
Oh, wow, where you going?
Italy and Croatia.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Where?
Very excited. Italy and Croatia.
Oh, Italy's wonderful,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, that'll be lovely.
It'll be awesome. We've been planning this vacation because we were supposed to go last year, and then because of COVID, we couldn't go. So
Hopefully it won't be too busy.
I've heard no, Rome like it's not that busy, but then we were sailing the Adriatic Sea for a while too.
Nice.
So very, very excited.
Nice.
And I just hope we can get past all the stuff we have to do. You have to get tested. You have to get tested before you leave. You gotta get tested when we do our connection at Atlanta, then we have to get tested when we land in Rome. Yeah,
Oh, my
oh yeah,
God.
the airline's requiring, and you have to be on a COVID safe flight.
So is that even if you're
You have to-
vaccinated? You still have to
Even if
do
you're
the test?
vaccinated, and then you have to be tested right before you leave to come home.
Wow.
My granddaughter had to get her cat tested today to go to Argentina, so that was $145.
Oh, only 145. Ours is $300 each to get tested before we leave.
Wow.
Wow, you're kidding.
Because they have requiring a special test and it costs $300.
Wow,
So I'm hoping our flex spending reimburses us for that.
right?
'Cause
Yeah,
that's $600 right there.
yeah.
But we gotta have to go because we have tickets to that race in Siena, the horse race on the square.
Oh,
Excited about, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's incredible.
I can't wait.
Mm.
I'm so excited.
Usually a horse breaks its leg or something on that.
No,
They never get through that without a horse getting. hit.
no,
That's the
oh,
thing.
don't tell me that.
Yeah, get ready for it.
Oh, no. I don't wanna know.
Yeah, I can't imagine how easy, yeah,
It's like this, the thing, and all
Yeah.
surrounded in stone.
And they do it in bareback.
Hmm.
They're bareback.
Yeah,
They ride
oh,
bareback.
they're incredible riding.
I can't wait.
Uh, Rob,
Yeah,
if you could give me a sense of how much money we've spent so that I can, because I have to do the end of the year thing for June.
yeah.
Hold.
16. I think we only have like $100 left or something.
Yeah, if you could just give me,
right. Do we
Your
have
best
any
it-
encumbrances?
we will. So the KP Law is going to probably send us a bill for some work they did in this fiscal year. So it won't, the encumbrance won't cover it, but we might as well claim as much as we can before, because the rest of it has to come out of open space.
Can you do an estimated encumbrance?
I asked
Like
June
is-
about that. She said just basically put the whole amount for KP Law.
Okay,
So that's why when I find out exactly how much we have left, I'll put the whole amount. She
right,
just said, just put the whole amount and then we'll worry about it later.
right.
And this is encumbrances. We're not worrying about whether or not it's hit yet. This is just like what we know we've paid.
Yes, I want to,
Okay.
if you could give me a sense of what money we have left in the general fund.
Right, that we haven't already voted to spend.
Right.
Your $9, that's what's gonna send it over the top.
Okay.
Looks like we spent another 70. I'm assuming all this is coming out. So we have, there's 5 things here that I think are gonna be coming out of the budget. So I have a certified mail that Liz did for $23, KP Law for 54, Telegram and Gazette for about $50, and then your 2 signed things, which is like $445. So,
Right.
Do
But then there
those-
was those things,
oh, that other
that
112.
was 119.
Well, the 112.10 for the printing, and then the 2. Here, here's a copy of the minute.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
$9.60 and $15.
Right, and then
Yeah.
those 2.
Were those just tonight or were those from the last meeting?
So 15 was from last meeting.
Right. but we haven't-
The last
60
two from
was
last
tonight.
meeting were the 15 and the
Fif-
112.10.
I don't know how I missed that. I didn't have that in here. The 112.10, which one was the 50? Was it 1530 for Liz?
No.
No, that was a while ago.
15 was for the MHCC handbook.
How did I miss all this last time? So 15 even?
Right. That was for handbook for MACC.
Jeez,
And
Apparently didn't have
960
it on
for
here, or I didn't
mailing
save
and
it.
certified mail for Car Road NOI.
like 115.96 we have remaining.
115.96.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the KP Law one was $54. Do you have that one? This is
Yep.
from two meetings ago. And then also you have the Gatehouse one for 49.26.
Yep, I got that.
Okay. All right, that covers it. I think that covers it.
So the 15 was MACC handbook, and then what was the 960? That was for you.
That was
The
certified mail for Car Road.
It's not a save this or something.
What was on shirt on Car Road, by the way?
Say that again?
What was on Car Road?
They were subdividing a lot, or they did divide a
Oh.
lot. And there's wetlands across the street
Oh, yeah,
and the septic was,
I remember, I
Yeah.
found a picture where that was.
Yep.
So 115.96.
115.96.
Cool.
my turn?
Yes. Yeah, my agenda's over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's that. So I have not posted on Facebook about the opening because I forgot. So I have that highlighted and we'll do that. CPA committee. So we were supposed to meet last night to finalize the CPA plan. We have to do this every year, but since we're starting from scratch, we've been working on editing and stuff. Part of the CPA plan includes the application. So we were supposed to finalize it last night. Then we have to hold a public hearing. And then I think finalize and accept and vote to accept it, or something, like whatever the order is. We have to have a public hearing. So we're looking at doing that in early July. Hopefully that timeline still holds, to then accept applications for anything that wants to, any CPA funds that people want to expend to be voted on at the fall town meeting.
If there is.
If that, right. So so what we talked about is accepting applications twice a year. Once will be at the beginning of the year for the spring town meeting, and then one will be at like the end of the summer for a fall town meeting. Because what has to happen is, so there has to be an initial appointment where if you're putting in an application for CPA funds, you come before the CPA committee to talk about your project to make sure it follows the guidelines. Then you have to fill out the application and submit your supporting documentation by whatever deadline is imposed. And the deadline is, I believe we did 2 months before town meeting, so we have time to vet all of the projects and then come up with recommendations for town meeting. Because we don't spend the money, we recommend to town meeting. So there has to be some time. And so basically it's January and June that we'll be looking for that deadline to be. Obviously this, for the fall, that's not going to work out. So we know that it's going to be extended. We also don't anticipate a lot of projects. That was the other reason we did it far out, is as this gets rolling, anticipate more projects coming in that will need time to be attended to. So, but anything that happens in the fall will always be with the caveat that if we don't have a fall town meeting, but we almost always have a fall town meeting. So,
Yeah,
Do you have any sense of how much money we could hit up? CPA for?
I do. Would you like me to say?
No, you can just whisper it.
I bet we could hit for about half of what we're looking for. How's that?
Lovely.
Amazing.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
All right. All right. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything
So,
else?
right, so that, did I have anything else? I don't think so. That might have been it.
Who else makes a request for those funds other than conservation? What other groups come for projects or whatnot for the CPA?
I think
So,
Recreation makes sense.
right, so there's 3 categories that those funds can be used for: affordable housing,
Oh,
historical, and open space and recreation are one category. So every year, 10% of the entire fund gets put into those 3. And then the rest of it is in a general fund or can be designated, can be split up among those 3, can be designated, but it has to be within those categories.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
But then town meeting votes on how to appropriate those, so people come. how does-
Right, so the way it works is the CPA committee had to be set up. It's a representative from historical, a representative from the housing partnership, and a representative from conservation and recreation, actually, Julie is also there. And then a member of the planning board and 2 just citizens that the select board appoints.
Okay.
So that's what makes up that group. Applications are put in, and then this group vets the projects and makes recommendations to town meeting what should be voted on. And then town meeting decides yay or nay.
Okay,
Um,
for each one of those.
correct.
Gotcha.
So it's
Will
been
we adjourn?
a second.
Oh, okay. That was a motion then.
That was a motion.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
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 Great. Excellent.